Good morning, traders. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Today is Monday, the 31st of January 2011, and I'm going to start today's weekly report or market review off on with the British pound. So that's the GBP USD. So it's a British pound against the US dollar, and I'd like to just have a look at these last two trading cycles as well as where we currently are at in the market. Now, what I've done here is actually placed on the chart some different coloured lines that shows you the different cycles. So the one that we just completed is the pink lines here, and the one before that is the dark blue. The dark blue cycle is quite clearly a bull cycle. It made higher highs, higher lows right past the midpoint of the cycle. If I put the midpoint on the cycle zone here, I'll let it catch up to me there. So the midpoint, you can see it's higher highs, higher lows past the midpoints, making a nice significant low within the time band, which is the cycle zone here. So it met both its price time per target and also its price objective here, which was the Gann retracements. Now the last cycle that looks like we've just completed is with the pink lines, where it rallied up, and I'll put the mid zones on this one as well, and it actually made its high quite close to the middle of the cycle. Still on the left hand side, because the center line of this zone here is actually the middle of the cycle, but so it did make it on the left hand side, but still it's quite very much in the middle of this cycle. So this is called a mid-translation, and that can end either as bull or bear. It ended as a bull, meaning that it ended higher than the start. If it was ending as bear, it would have ended lower than the start, which is the start over here, in price I'm talking about. So what this means is you don't often see mid-translations, but they actually do form when the market is changing from bull to bear. So as we saw, the previous cycle was a bull cycle. We've now seen a mid-translation form, and now the market has rallied up once again. And I'm just going to take you a little bit further back in time to have a look. This happened not so long ago. With our different cycles here, I'll just take it looks like there's the mid zone on there. I'll take that off and shrink it down a little bit. You can see that there was, for a previous cycle, there was quite a clear bull cycle, met the time target there in the cycle zone. Then we had a rally up, making a mid-translation for that cycle, or quite close on the band again, and before falling below, just below the start, so that ended as a bear cycle. But again, mid-translation, where the end and the start are quite close in price, before the market then rallied up and fell down to make a low way quite a bit further down below the start, ending as a bear cycle. So, and some traders may recognize this as a bit of a head and shoulders pattern as well. So that's looking at this market where we're at the moment. That's what may be happening. It's also finding resistance up against a price retracement level as well. And I'll just take these mid zones off because I don't want them anymore. So we're looking now at our current cycle here. We're pretty well on the start of a new one. I did have a trend line down here previously where the market has obviously broken up and through that downward resistance that it was finding as the market was sort of trending downward here. It's broken up and through that, and what actually has happened now, I'll just zoom in a little bit closer, is that the market fell down and rallied then back up. We actually got in a long position here because what this was making was an opportunity space, and when you're looking at swing charts, the market made a swing high here, a swing low. It rallied upward quite significantly before dropping back with just a normal pullback in the market with the fluctuation. And as it did so, it turned up here, creating a space here, which is an opportunity space, showing that there's a lot of buyers coming into the market. But it also then, that is only confirmed once this previous high is taken out. The market did not rally up above there, and it quickly turned, dumping down, creating a lower swing high here, a lower swing low again. Then later in the week it rallied up again, making another lower swing high, and it looks like it will be falling down. So because we've had that the failed opportunity space on the way up there with the rally, also with the keeping in mind the previous cycles where it's showing a bit of a head and shoulders pattern, the mid translation with the previous cycle where it looks like it's changing from bull to bear, this market could head downwards. So that is why we've quickly changed our positioning on that. I don't like to fall in love with the direction of the market, so if as soon as it starts to show me weakness or into the direction that I was initially going in, because obviously we looked at getting into that market long, trying to stay in there. We did get stopped out. Now we're in this market short at the moment, so it's a matter of keeping this position nice and tight, taking some profits soon, very, very soon, so that we can get into a break-even position wherever possible. So that's all on the British pound today. And yes, it's quite interesting to watch where these markets go, because you can really never ever get set in any one way. And hopefully this market now falls so that we can make some big profits. Over and out on this one for now. Take care, and I'll talk with you again shortly. Bye for now.